Hey guys, welcome to Vlognukah Day 7 and my final favourites video of 2016. Aren't we all glad that 2016 is over? 2017, you best have some good stuff in store because we've just had a hell of a year. But despite overall it being a shitty year, here are some of my favourites from December because it's always good to celebrate the things that you love. First of all, as always, books. This month I reread How to Build a Girl by Caitlin Moran for the Banging Book Club. The full podcast will be up soon and a video on Lucy's channel, so when they're up I will link them in the description. But basically, this is a great book. I read it for the first time last year and I don't often reread books, but rereading this was just an absolute pleasure. It is so funny. If you want to hear more about this book, then definitely check out the podcast. And also, the Banging Book Club have their own Twitter account now. What? It's just at Banging Book Club on Twitter. So go follow it because there'll be loads of banging updates for 2017. We've got lots of exciting things in store with the podcast next year. The other book I read in December was Letters to My Fanny by Cherry Healey. Cherry Healey is a presenter. She's done loads of BBC Three docs and I haven't watched any of them, but I've heard they're good and I got recommended this by a whole bunch of people and yes, it was great. It was very much up my street. The book is essentially a memoir, but the way it's structured is through letters to different parts of her body and then using those to bounce off to discuss different themes and stories and life lessons and all of that. Also, it took me forever to realise that this scrumpled up piece of paper is scrunched up to look like a vulva. That took me a while. I didn't really know much about Cherry Healey to start with, so I really loved all of the insight into her career and what she's done and motherhood. I don't really read that much about motherhood or people that are mothers because I read a lot of things about people my age and at my stage in life where there are no children. But yeah, this book was lovely and very funny. Next are some films that I saw in December. First of all, I saw Moana. Oh my god, Moana. Okay, I need to go see it again. I need to see it again. Moana is the new Disney princess film about a girl who is the daughter of a chief on an island somewhere in Polynesia where I had to Google, but it's basically islands in the Pacific between Hawaii and New Zealand. I'm pretty sure it's the first Disney princess film where there is no romantic interest whatsoever, not even as a subplot. It's just not there, and that's amazing. It's just about a girl going off on an adventure and finding herself and saving her whole island. It's great. The songs are incredible. I have had the soundtrack on repeat since I've seen it. I think I listen to the soundtrack maybe 3 times a day, at the very least. I have a problem. Consider the coconuts. The other film I went to see is Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and I went to see it with my dad, and I have one of those 5-year diaries, and basically the day that we went to see Rogue One, a year ago to that day, we both went to see Force Awakens together. So, just saying, tradition. Rogue One, yes. Yes, I loved it. I loved it. There was a lot of hype around it before I went to see it. Everyone was saying that it's better than The Force Awakens, and I think I have to agree because The Force Awakens kind of is driven by it being like the reboot and also driven by all of the characters that you love. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. Oh, so sad. But then in Rogue One, it's entirely new characters, so it relies solely on like the plot and the story. Before I went to see it, my friend Tim said that I would like the ending, knowing how I feel about films and endings, and he was right. I loved the ending. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but for the people that have seen it, that's my kind of ending. And it's just got me super pumped for episode 8 next year. I still need to see episodes 1, 2 and 3. I know everyone says they're bad, but I just need to know. I just need to see them just so I can say I've seen them. Because otherwise people will be like, you're such a fake Star Wars fan. And it's like, yeah, I've only been a Star Wars fan for the last 12 months. But, you know, whatever. I still love it. It's fine. Speaking of things that I've been a fan of, but for much longer than 12 months, I saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I know how lucky I am. I know. I was not expecting to see it this soon, but my friend Rosianna was just like, I have a spare ticket. Do you want it? And I was like, are you joking? I actually had to message her again 2 days later just to be like, wait, did I dream this? Are we going to Cursed Child? And she's like, yes, Hannah, it's real. It's happening. I was like, oh my god. Obviously, I'm not going to give any spoilers here. Do not worry. Keep the secrets. These are my tickets for part 1 and part 2, and I never really keep tickets for things, but I'm just like, no, these ones, I must keep these. I read the script when it first came out because I was too scared of getting spoilt. And so I was going into it knowing the plot, but having no clue how any of it was going to be put into a play, like a production. Because I was reading it like, how do they do the magic? And now I know how they do the magic. Well, I don't really know how they do the magic. It still looks like magic. And I'm just like, oh! It was wonderful. I cried, and we went to stage door at the end, which I've never done before. And we said hello to some of the cast members and got selfies. And I was just felt like, I was like, oh my god, it's Harry Potter. Obviously, whilst I was there, I had to spend all my money on Harry Potter merch because that's what I do best, especially Hufflepuff merch. I got my new favourite pen. It's a Hufflepuff pen. I love it. I love it. I'm going to do all of my writing and thinking with this pen. And I also got a Hufflepuff patch thing. I got this because my red coat has a hole burnt through it from where it got left on a really hot light and it got burnt through. So I'm going to sew up that hole with this patch. Another thing that I've been enjoying this month is a podcast. My dad wrote a porno. I am so late to this party, but oh my god, my dad wrote a porno is hilarious. Basically, this guy's dad wrote some erotic literature, and him and two of his friends in podcast form read it out and commentate on it, and it is hilarious. I listen to it when I go to the gym and it's the best time ever. I'm still in season 1, but I'm slowly getting through it, and if you haven't listened to it already, would highly recommend. Another favourite is Lush Spa. At the beginning of December, me and Lucy got to go and get facials, and it was amazing. I was expecting to go in and have like a 20-minute facial. No, it was like over an hour, like picking out all the products and then just lying there and just like and just having my face have stuff done to it, but then also like massaged, and oh, I just love self-indulgence. It's so great. The other two favourites of mine are things that I got for Christmas / Hanukkah, but Christmas because they were under the tree. My parents got me this map cushion. Wait, is that the right way around? Yeah, it is. I don't know if you noticed, but I like cushions and I like maps. And so now they are combined into one map cushion. And it's got Europe on it, which means I can just go to sleep at night and hug it and wish that we never Brexited. The other thing is this present from my sister, which is a book that my sister made, which is basically the Witton Thompson's family book. This is me and my parents and my sister on our car when we lived in Austin, Texas. This is our car. It's the best car ever. And basically on the inside is just loads of pictures of our family, and it's all themed into like different bits. There's a whole section on our cousins with pictures of our cousins. There's pictures of me and my sister. Oh my god, so cute. So my sister made 4 of these, one for each of us, and it's just so wonderful. And also my sister's a graphic designer, so it's just so beautifully put together and just such good quality and well made. Thanks, Leah. So yeah, my sister is a graphic designer and she has an Instagram where she posts some of her work, and you should go follow her. I will leave her Instagram link in the description. Have a meander, check out some of her work, see if you fancy it. If you need a graphic designer, maybe look into hiring her. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Maybe you could even commission her to make one of these for your family. Wouldn't that be nice? This is my grandma, pictures of my grandma when she was much younger. She's now 102. Oh my god, she's 102 today when this video comes out. Alright, that is it for my December favourites. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know your favourites in the description, things that I should read, watch, listen to, all of that stuff. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a new video, and I'll see you tomorrow for the final day, the final video of Vlognukah. Alright, bye!